Hi, I'm Dr. Dave Cole, Professor Emeritus, Agriculture Economics at Virginia Tech, Blacksburg, Virginia, and welcome to the Macro Clinic. And today's subject matter is the 4 cornerstones of management. Well, one of the things that I like to do is read 10 or 12 books per year. And recently, by reading some of the business literature, I've been able to transition that information over to agriculture pertaining to management. And I believe that there's 4 cornerstones, and let's talk about them. Planning, strategizing, executing, and monitoring. And one of the things is this: planning is often overlooked. We've got crops to put in, we've got livestock to feed, but taking time to plan each and every year is very, very critical. Now, what goes into planning? The good old-fashioned SWOT analysis. In other words, analyze your strengths and weaknesses internally, but also look at opportunities and threats. Number 2 is to map out your goals, both short-term and long-term. Short-term will be 1 year, longer-term will be 5 years, and like I've said in previous blogs, make sure that they're smart, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Now let's move to strategizing. One of the things that you have to do is prioritize your priorities. In other words, what's the $100 day, $1,000, and $10,000 day decision? And what we like to do is to take the goal setting, the SWOT analysis, and identify some of the priorities and objectives that you would like to obtain, not only in the 1 year, but also 5 years out. Now comes the most difficult phase, execution. It's interesting, when I ask agriculture producers, where are they the weakest? You know what they often say? Execution. In other words, being able to pull that trigger. In other words, when you have that marketing window and it's $4 corn, and then you hear the weather report that says it might go to $5 corn, only to see $3 corn, that's a classic example of not pulling the trigger to execute. Also, you can have the best game plan in the world. You can take it to the playing field, but if you don't have the players to execute, one of the things is often it ends up with subpar results. And then the final component of management is monitoring. And again, the good old variance analysis, taking cash flow projections and then comparing them to actual, so that then you can kind of tweak your game plan throughout the year and not wait till November and December and say, oh my goodness, where are we? In other words, what's happening is once a quarter or once monthly, you can tweak and monitor your plan. So again, the 4 cornerstones is actually evolving. Well, those are the 4 cornerstones of management. Think about and rate yourself of how your business stands up. That is, do you plan? Do you strategize? But most importantly, do you execute? And then do you follow through and monitor? See you the next time at the Macro Clinic.